Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast. Welcome to our Cup Series Dover race review. And we just want everyone to know the race ran on Monday, and with that there are obligations that we have to attend to, and instead of being able to sit at home and watch the race and take a ton of notes. So all this is noteless. I don't have my laptop here to read any notes. I got to watch Stage 1 and Stage 3, some of Stage 3, and you didn't get to watch any of it.
Or listen to it, I did get onto the NASCAR app and keep up with who was where and who was leading. So, and to all those that watched the race on Sunday, that was last year's race. That was a big thing on Twitter. Everybody was confused and...
we really should have done a race review of that race.
That would have been crazy.
We should have done that. Next time it rains, we're doing that.
So anytime they show an old race, don't blow all the drivers' phones up, because that's aggravating, because everybody's congratulating Harvick and blowing Clinton Boyer's phone up. It was just so funny.
Yeah, it's funny how many people that fooled, but...
Yeah. There was no Mustangs out there.
Yeah.
It was all Fusions. So.
The horses, you could say, was in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to quit that, I guess.
Okay. Moving on.
Don't click off. No, please don't.
Moving on.
Okay. Race review. Okay. So first up, we had Chase Elliott, who got the pole. He really dominated that first stage. No one could really touch him. No one could touch anyone here. With this package... You could be super faster than someone else, but there's just, as soon as you get right there at them, the car would get super tight. Couldn't really pass. It was like a NASCAR parade, you could say. Yeah,
I think it's the way the whole Dover is. You may be faster than the person in front of you, but either way, you just can't get around. No matter what series you really run, because the whole weekend is about the same way.
Yeah, we saw the trucks. That was about the case. The Xfinity, especially. I gotta say, the trucks were pretty much the best show out of the entire weekend, which normally they are.
Normally they are.
But this week, we had some good, decent racing. Nothing too spectacular or anything, but had some good racing overall.
Yeah, because some cars had to start in the back.
Yeah, one of those cars was the race winner, Martin Truex Jr., who Joe Logano won Stage 1 with some pit strategy, only taking 2. But Martin Truex Jr. would find his way to battle for the front to win Stage 2. And, we've seen that happen plenty of times. Chase Elliott won Stage 2 at Talladega, ends up winning the race. It's a current theme this year.
Yeah, it's a current thing going on. You win the second stage, you end up going to win the race. So, congratulations to Martin Truex Jr. And it's our first pick that we got right.
Yeah, it's the first time you picked 2 of the 3 winners correctly this weekend. Dover expert over here.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to start picking the winner and not even watch the race.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, we had a ton of issues trying to pick winners, and I thought maybe, we finally got one right, and now he's going to fail inspection or something.
Yeah.
Stage 3 was really not good. We had a great battle for the stage win in Stage 2. Looked to be like Alex Bowman was going to get it, but he missed the corner there, and Martin Truex Jr. pounced.
Yeah, it seemed like he really hadn't showed up all year, and all of a sudden here he is at Dover and he's leading, and maybe Chevrolets are coming around now.
Yes, I wouldn't necessarily say that just yet, because of course Talladega is Talladega. So and also Dover is another monster within itself, pun intended. But we'll see. If they go to Kansas and they're able to be in the top 5, I'd say yes, Chevrolet is there. But really, we won't know until Kansas.
And really, Kyle Larson got rid of the bad luck? He had a good finish.
Yeah, I think Larson is getting there. If he can actually finish these races, he'd probably win a few of them. But he's had a ton of issues on pit road, a ton of crashes, flipped at Talladega. He just needs to bring that rabbit's foot everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
And keep racking these good finishes up, and he might be a good contender for the championship.
Yeah, if he keeps this momentum up, because he always runs good at Kansas anyway, because he got the high line, and maybe he just keep building on what he's got.
Yeah, so since this isn't a traditional race review, let's kind of go down everyone's day, I guess, and how they did. Of course, Martin Truex Jr., perfect day. Got sent to the back because he failed inspection before the race. Somehow carved his way up, especially. I just think it's because he was able to stay on the bottom, and his car never really faded at all. And then we had Alex Bowman, like we talked about. Career best finish.
He went to the back too.
Yeah, he did too. So it seems like if you go to the back, you're going to have a fast car.
The secret to success at Dover, starting the back.
And of course, Kyle Larson. Kevin Harvick, who was battling for the lead in stage 2, looking to win the stage, just couldn't get it done. And for some reason, he's always finishing 4th in these races this season.
Yeah, and then the Penske cars, they're always running strong. Saw this top 10 most of the day.
Yeah, and Chase Elliott was 5th place, so great run for Chase. Great racetrack as well. We'll see how he can take that momentum from winning and also being in the top 5 at Dover, and how he can convert that into maybe a race-winning speed at Kansas. Yeah. But that's some of the good guys, the guys that did really good. Let's talk about some of the guys whose days were, where were they?
Yeah.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
That's an odd name to say. He had a bad day, but still managed to get that top 10, just barely, finished 10th. Still tying Morgan Shepherd. We'll see if he can break history next week, but this week, not the best out of him.
Yeah, he always seems to find a way to get the best out of the car towards the end, and if I get a top 10, come out of Dover, but I don't think he's too happy with his car, really.
Yeah. Yeah, he voiced his opinion at the end of the race, and how he just does not like this package. I think the package really suits the mile and a halves, but everywhere else, not so much really. But I think this package needs some work, but as soon as it gets the work that's needed, it'll be pretty okay.
Yeah, I believe they're going in the right direction. They just need to tweak it a little bit.
And of course, it is the first of the season. This is where everyone doesn't know
what they got,
or how to execute. Like last year, you had one team figure everything out and they dominated. This year, the only team I think's got everything figured out is probably Martin Truex Jr.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, I would say, where's he at? But now I think he's got it finally figured out. Kyle Busch, I think, it's probably too early to tell. I think he's starting to fade just a little bit. Still doing top 10s, but recent races hasn't been too great for him. Mm-hmm. And another one, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
He's actually my early prediction for the championship. Now, I'm kind of thinking maybe that's not such a good idea, because not so much speed out of him today at Dover.
Yeah, and I saw something on Twitter that like he got real exhausted or something. Maybe he got dehydrated or what it was, but I know it's hot and Dover's tough, so maybe the monster got him.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes the monster wins. Martin Truex Jr. tamed the monster, just like the thumbnail said. But Denny Hamlin was one of those who the monster got the best of.
Yeah, I think Martin Truex really knows what his car really needs at Dover. Because they figured out earlier, probably a couple years ago, what Dover really takes to win.
And Brad Keselowski had an up and down day. I believe some sort of issue on pit road caused him to fall back just a little bit. Probably not as fast as some of the leaders today, but still a good, strong showing. Logano, who I believe finished 6th, Pretty strong day for him. But Ryan Blaney, though, finishing outside of the top 10. It's starting to get to where he needs to perform. Yeah, so I think Kansas is going to be pretty big for Ryan Blaney as well.
Yeah, because I think Kansas really fits his style. He always runs good there. So we'll see. And speaking of Ryan Blaney, I found my Ryan Blaney body armor limited edition today.
Yeah, so they announced today that I believe it was Circle K who is.
Yep.
They have 12 drinks there. If you can find them, just tweet it on Twitter, and you'll be entered to win some sort of prize pack.
Yeah, Air Circle K in Charlotte area. They got 12 in each store. So head to the Circle K and find it.
Yeah, go find them. It's like Easter eggs or something.
Yeah, so I rushed over and found one.
Yeah. Yeah, so I texted you about that, and he was like, okay.
Oh, I gotta go.
So yeah, that makes me remind myself of, last year when you won the Austin Cindric thing at Team Penske, and it makes me excited for the upcoming All-Star race and the 600. That week is just so really cool around here in North Carolina.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to going there, and I don't know, it's just like the weeks won't go by fast enough, but we just gotta get through Kansas, and then we'll get the All-Star. Yeah, we get to see the body armor car there.
Yeah, so we're gonna be going to those races and all sorts of events like the Little 600. So we'll probably talk more about that after Kansas. But it's just so exciting that you just want to talk about it every video.
Yeah, because May is a real exciting time around here because when NASCAR is in Charlotte for 2 weeks, so it's always exciting.
Yeah, so I mean there might be a chance that we can get some drivers on for some interviews. We're going to try to find some equipment to maybe, if a driver is interested in doing some sort of interview, maybe at the Little 600 or at the racetrack, we could do something like that.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that, because I'm really pumped about doing some interviews. I really want to work on my interview game. We had that first interview with Slade Gravitt, and it just made me really excited to do some interviews with some NASCAR drivers.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't know what we're capable of doing until we just go out there and do it. So.
But anyways, before we chase this rabbit that is three-legged right now, because Kyle Larson took one. Yeah, but yeah, it was a great race at Dover. It wasn't the best of finishes, but it's a Dover race. That's how they're going to go. But overall, very decent race, very good race. Looking forward to next week at Kansas and seeing how the drafting package will work at a night race.
Yes, I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Because like at some of these mile and a halves, like Las Vegas and I believe Texas, these drivers got far out from each other and couldn't really catch one another or anything. Will Kansas be where everyone's bunched up, like we saw at some of the practice sessions at Las Vegas, where they was like super bunched up and kind of like a Daytona race?
Yeah, we'll see, because night races they got a lot more grip, and we'll see how these cars do with all the grip and see how the battle will be.
Restarts are probably going to be insane. Normally it takes about 10 laps to get spread out. I think maybe that might be doubled at Kansas, maybe 20 to 30 laps before they truly get spread out. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So stay tuned for our side draft fast picks coming up on, I believe, Thursday or Friday. Yeah, Thursday. So we'll see who we pick for this weekend's races. We only have two races this weekend: Truck Series and the Cup Series.
Yes, and another note, it was a pretty exciting, interesting find that you found at the yard sale this past weekend. You got your Dale Earnhardt little figure, little doll thing, but unfortunately you don't have it anymore, do you?
No, we gave it to Kelly Earnhardt, and she really wanted it on Twitter, And so we went over there and gave it to her. Really nice talking with her, and it's really cool to have that Twitter moment.
Yes, I guess it's meant to be for you to get that and take it to her.
So hopefully some more Twitter moments are coming up for us for Side Draft, and we'll continue to upload these videos week to week. Really looking forward to putting out some more content. Hopefully we'll be able to watch the races this time, but stay tuned this week for more content from us.
Mm-hmm.